Oh well. Well, let's just start then. Let's go over here and see what Andrew's brewing. Let's see what Andrew's brewing. How are we doing today, fellas?
Good, how are you?
Cannot complain. We're doing a little beer podcast here about the microbrews in Maine, and this is the first episode. So, and you are the first beer that we will be sampling. So let me just start off with congratulations. So why don't you, if you could, real quick, just go through a couple of the beers that you got here.
Well, we've got our Golden Ale. I like to refer to this as like our lawn mowing beer. Nice and light. English Pale Ale, flagship of the fleet. And then we move down to Andy's IPA. This comes from our brew pub. So this is it's a drinkable IPA. It's not something that's going to kill you. And then we go to our stout. Beautiful beer. Very nice, very nice. And then our VIP is our Up Your Kilt Scottish Ale.
Ooh.
Nice and malty. Very tasty.
So what would you recommend first?
I would do the VIP beer.
Well, let's do the VIP beer then, gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
You as well.
Good to sample a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back. I want to at least have each one sampled. So,
Gentlemen.
a lot of beer drinking.
It's a lot of enjoyment.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To the beers.
To the beers.
If you can make it around the room,
And then we're going to Mo tonight.
Yep.
nice.
Ah, this is delicious.
This is very good.
Up Your Kilt Scottish Ale. That's what I have here. It's
Excellent. And you have the stout, if I'm not
Andy
mistaken.
Seaside Stout.
Excellent.
See, my thing is I've always been more of a liquor drinker, specifically whiskey, so it's like, you got to grow the palate on the beer.
Yep. It's a big transition. And like our stout, it's a little too cold, but unfortunately that's what we have to do. So if you go to the pub, it's not like that. Because we're outside. Thank you.
How do you feel about it? Tell us how you really feel.
Tell the truth.
Be honest, yeah.
Well, it has, if I'm not wrong, it does have a coffee to it. Yeah, it's solid dark stout.
Marvelous. And
Barley, a lot of chocolate. What do you recommend? There's actually glasses in that too.
Probably too heavy for stout.
what are you drinking, sir?
I'm drinking the summer golden ale here, which is nice. It's nice and light, like a nice summer beer should, but it doesn't sacrifice any flavor. So, certainly enjoying that. I mean, just look at the color of that.
Around like 5.5%. That one's right around 4.4.
Okay.
You're just about 6.
Excellent.
For a stout, but
Yeah.
that's why we intended it.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that, and that's so that the stout is the heaviest that you have on.
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Enjoy.
And so where are you guys located?
Lincolnville.
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 Any chance you guys have a car?
I do. Yes.
Excellent.
Got to dig that out of there, but it's there somewhere.
So I must ask, whose dog is that you have on the logo? Which one of you owns him? Ah, okay.
Yeah, my dad's old dog. So
Excellent.
he's long gone,
I see.
and the cat's long gone.
That's too bad.
Well, they were a cute couple.
I'd say so. Look how well they get along in this
They were
banner.
20 years ago. There you go.
Thank you much.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you too.
Enjoy the festival.
Oh, we
You
will.
as well. See, I've seen enough Homeward Bound to know that animals can get along like that.
Trying to think of a good way to describe this beer because
Yeah, I want to nail that description. Like, try a little bit of this if you don't mind. Are we gonna trade these here? Oh, this is a bad decision. Got it.
good decision.
Good decision.
Good decision.
Bad Deadpool. Good Deadpool. But it's that light,
That is nice.
summery. That's how a summer ale should be, but the flavor's not at all sacrificed.
Yeah, and sometimes you have, like, me not being a major beer drinker all the time, I'm always looking for beer that don't have that, like, hard aftertaste on it, you know what I mean? And,
Right.
like, a lot of IPAs, you have that, like, heavy, spicy.
For a thicker beer, this one's a lot smoother than like an IPA. That's usually what a stout would be. But it definitely has you can definitely taste the cacao nibs on the top.
Hi there, how are you?
Oh, wow. That definitely has a very strong coffee flavor.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Scottish ale?
That's the Scottish?
Yeah.
It's very good. It's just the right combination between sweet and tart. I find it doesn't zip on the tongue too much, which is nice.
That's a great way to put it. That's how I was trying to figure out like the way to
It's balanced, but it's got a lot of flavor to it. You know, it's like eating all dressed chips.
Yeah.
Different whatever in your mouth, but it's not too much.
For those of you who do not know, Humpty Dumpty's, what is it? All dressed up and fancy or something like that, something like that. All dressed up, and it's the everything chip. It's got everything on it. I don't know if you'd want it or not, but it's there.
It's a good option.
It's an option.
They love it in Canada as well.
Well, Humpty Dumpty moved to Canada.
Really?
Yeah, they used to be a Maine-based company, and then they moved over to Canada because they were like, "Look, this U.S. sucks." I don't know what their exact reasoning was, but they did suffer slightly. You noticed the quality difference.
The degradation.
A little bit. But
I blame the current political scheme.
It's definitely, it's you know what, it's only because Ted Cruz ran for president that happened.
Yes,
they saw it coming and they were like, oh my God, this sucker, no, we're getting out of here. Even though he's not even in the nomination, they just didn't have the foresight. They just, anyway. So what am I holding here?
That's mine. That was the
right.
Did we switch around here? I don't know.
Well, hey, did you taste the blonde?
Yes.
What did you think of it? Smooth.
Right.
Are you much of a blonde fan?
On a hot summer day, yes.
Who isn't a fan of blondes on a hot summer day, right?
Oh
Am I right?
Winter day.
All right, so we all have our own beers back. Marvelous.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I like how we all went with different varieties too. That's good.
Yeah. Beer to taste over here. Over here.
No, I must finish.
Yeah, we gotta finish the beers. I mean, you gotta do that. Oh yeah. Oh man, you've got the perfect dude. Look at that.
Look at this.
That is amazing.
Now that's the way to do it.
This guy's been to a beer
Cheers
fest
to this
before.
gentleman right here.
I'm selling them right outside on the left.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thank you.
Beer bottles and wine bottles and everything.
Nice.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the day, sir.
We will have to check that out. I think we should
Right.
finagle one of these.
That way you don't get your
Right here. Shall we dance?
OPB.
OPB, yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
This is Oak Pond Brewing Company, based in Skowhegan, Maine.
How are we
Well,
doing this lovely afternoon?
How are you?
I cannot complain. What you got for us?
Well, we have Somerset Lager, we have an Up Brown Ale, and we have an IPL, which is super happy.
IPL.
It's a lager, not an ale.
Interesting. Well, just for the sake of experimentation, I would like to try the IPL, please.
Hey, I hope you're ready for it.
I hope I am too.
Excellent.
It's a hoppy lager, and I like lagers.
Oh, let's get the close-up of that. Excellent. Thank you.
Super awesome, super happy.
You enjoy the label. That's nice.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
And she knows how to show it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
she
you
knows
do.
how to show it off. You got
Exactly.
to.
Showcase what you have. That's right.
This man invented it. After 14 years in business, it's
Are you the
newest
brewer,
one.
sir? Oh, wonderful.
Excellent.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
Mike McKee.
Mike Adam.
And how long you been doing this, Adam?
So this is my 8th year full time, but my family's been running it, like she said, for almost 15 years.
Nice.
Yep.
So what's your favorite beer?
So of course the beer I created is my favorite beer. I also like the very hoppy beer, so the lager yeast cleans up the swallow quite a bit. It's pretty easy for the amount of IBU you see.
Awesome. Well, let's give it a try here.
Here we go.
All right, and so I'm a fan of lagers. I'm not usually an IPA fan, but I like to try new things.
Good.
And here we are. Bottoms up.
And that, I have to say, is a delicious tasting beer, especially because, and that's the thing. With an IPA, I usually end up with an aftertaste that kills me.
Right.
And that's what stops me from drinking the rest.
Yep.
This does not have that aftertaste and actually gives you that same flavor palette that you would expect from an IPA. So, I have to say, this is going to be a hard one to top just on the wow factor of how how impressed I am. I have to say, because I'm a whiskey drinker. I'm not a beer drinker, so this is,
Yeah, you don't see a lot of lagers here, so that makes us unique as a small brewery.
Excellent.
That's a very good point, actually. Very good point.
So what did, come over here and you two talk, what did you get here?
I got the Nut Brown.
So Nut Brown is my best-selling beer. It's a traditional English brown ale. It uses 7 imported malts to blend together to a nice, rich, sort of easy-drinking brown ale.
Excellent. I love that you're here, man, because we're getting the perfect description.
This is exactly what we need.
This is exactly what we want, so this is great. So let's do the taste test here. Cheers.
Exactly that, nice smooth.
There you are.
Not too nutty.
Nobody wants too many nuts.
That's right.
You gotta have the balance.
We're not squirrels in winter. Perfect. I'll have to try.
So
a sample
yeah,
myself
what are you getting here, Damon?
I believe I'm gonna try the lager that you were mentioning, the IPL. Do you mind if I try a sample of that myself? Thank you very much.
Well, here, you get something different and taste this.
Oh,
Because I want us to, make sure that we're tasting a little bit of everything. Because there's one on there that we haven't tried yet.
oh, this is true. Okay, here, let me try a little bit of this real quick.
Plus, we're driving back to Portland right after this, and we're trying not to get wasted before we do it.
I like that. Oh, that is nice and smooth. There's not, like you were saying about the aftertaste.
Dude, feel
I
free.
certainly
Have
agree with that.
another.
That's got a very nice bold taste. That's what I like about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and it sits in your mouth for a while. It doesn't go away. It lingers. I love that.
I'll try that. And which one's this one? This is the brown ale?
Nut brown ale,
Nut
yep.
brown? Oh, that's very balanced. I like that a lot.
That is pale lager.
All right, so you're going to have to get the Somerset lager then. Because that's the last one ready, so here. Swap back with you. Right? You're not a big lager fan?
No, it's an interesting combination of flavors for sure.
Yeah.
I had to try the beer here.
So you got the lager. What do you think?
I think it's. Hold on, I need another sip here to get my final.
While we're waiting, why don't we get a description of that lager?
So the Somerset Lager was brewed for the 200th anniversary of Somerset County in Maine.
Oh wow.
It is a traditional Czech Pilsner, uses imported Czech hops.
Okay.
So it sort of have a subtle, spicy character to it, kind of low alcohol. It doesn't really punch you in the mouth, but it's an easy drinking.
That's the best way I would have explained it, is that subtle spiciness, because it was just sharp on the tongue, but it was quick and gone, and that was perfect for bringing that home, I like it. Awesome. Look at that color, too. Beautiful. I'll hold my camera away.
This is a tasty lager.
I like it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Have you tried this one?
No, is this the brown? Trying to get close-ups of the shots here.
Yep.
Oh, that's definitely brown. Something about the taste of the brown is instantly recognizable. You cannot mess it up with anything else.
It's such a neutral flavor. It's like I don't see how anyone could not like it.
Yeah, it's kind of the one that.
It's actually really good for cleansing between tastings.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think in terms of like when I first began drinking beer, and the first time you drink beer, you go Bud Light or Coors Light, and you're like, oh, this is terrible, watered down garbage. But once you get into this spectrum, then you try and find what works best for your palate. And for people who are new to beers, browns I find to be the best kind of introduction, because it's right in the middle, like you were saying, it's that neutral territory.
What is that one that's back brew?
Natty Ice?
We're not in college anymore, boys.
Right. Well, one of the things I recently learned is that one of my friends was looking it up, and some of these beers, I don't know specifically which ones, but check it out, aren't actually beers. They're just alcoholic carbonated water flavored to be like beer.
Ah.
You know what I mean? Like these cheapo, I wouldn't be surprised if Coors Light was definitely one of them.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's made out of rice.
Yeah.
Most domestic beers are rice.
Not even beer anymore. Well, I guess they can't compete with the microbrew scene because of things like this. All right, so let's see if we can
Ricker's
find...
Hard Cider over here is the Maniac Gold. That would be.
Oh yeah, Ricker's
For a
Hard
cider,
Cider.
just to switch it up, you know. That is good. Oh, excellent. Thank you, sir.
How we doing, gentlemen? Pretty good. I've definitely had the Maniac Gold before, and it is delicious.
I would try the maple.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what I think so.
I will certainly...
Maniac maple. So it's made with real Maine grade A maple syrup. So there's no mistaking what it is. There's maple on the nose.
There you go.
It's very well balanced.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There we are.
Cheers. And, well, let's here, get out of the way.
Yes,
So
step
these
out.
other
Sorry,
lovely
guys.
folks, wow, I can actually smell that already.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Nick, what is your position?
So I am essentially the sales rep for Ricker's Hard Cider. I travel all over the state. Try to get us into different places. I do a lot of events, our social media, bunch of stuff. Yeah.
So you're the guy that I like to talk to because you got all the info.
That's right.
Let me grab one of your cards because I see you got them right there.
I can
Wonderful.
smell that maple.
Yeah.
Right? It is,
Well, I
and it
would
is
like to try it,
delicious.
actually,
I just took a sip. It is absolutely delicious.
So that's a seasonal cider that we have.
Okay.
We come out with it late March, early February for Maine Maple Sunday.
Yeah.
And the whole month in general. And it was so well received. We still have a little bit of it out, but it's kind of hard to find.
I'm finding that maple's becoming the new big thing lately. Have you noticed that maple bacon and everything? And maple, like maple is
so
huge.
good.
Yeah.
I actually, I don't know how legit it is, but I actually heard that maple syrup cures cancer.
I would believe it.
There's something in it that helps your cells identify cancerous cells.
So get this, you get your apple a day in there,
Right.
and you get the maple.
Look at that.
So that's healthy for you.
All right, guys, we found it. The cure for cancer and healthy living.
Yeah.
It's maple cider.
Gotta drink one a day.
Delicious, definitely.
Yeah, so we've actually already run out of some stuff.
Oh, wow.
So we had a blueberry cider with us.
Yep.
We ran out of that, and we had a cranberry cider, and we ran out of that.
Nice.
Yeah, so we just got our maple left, our gold, which is a little drier,
Yep.
and our mac, which is a little sweeter. Those two, the gold and the mac, are our two flagship ciders.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
The maple I had.
The maple.
Do you mind
hat.
if I get a little sample of the maple here? Thank you very much. Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah.
Some of the straws, single one, the cheese.
Thank you very much. All right.
It would definitely knock you on your ass. After a couple
You
of
would not be driving.
So good. It smells just like maple syrup.
Goose is saying he wants to add some bourbon to it.
That will knock you on your ass. Wow, that's
Yeah.
phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
Well, definitely worth giving Ricker Hill a follow.
Yeah.
Oh,
thumbs up for that.
Let's go.
They have cleansing water. I just noticed that.
Well, there you are.
So you can rinse off your glass in between. All right,
Make sure
let's
your
take a
palate is
minute.
perfect.
Let's take a pause in the beer sampling and go see if we can find our sponsor here.
Yes, excellent.
We're going to save it for the jelly.
Brew Tees for all of your beer enthusiast t-shirt designs, and they also have, they got tanks, they got lady tanks, they got hoodies, they got hats, they got beer soap.
Let's just talk about this beer soap.
Yeah, I mean that in itself.
Incredible.
So who makes the beer soap?
I'm not sure who makes the beer soap. What does it say?
Yes, that's
I mean, I know it's another company that we work with.
5 different types. You got the Pilsner, smoke beer, IPA, farmhouse, and
For the
Champa. All
for
right.
the ultimate alcoholic who has to smell like beer while they're drinking beer.
Yeah, I use the beer soap myself at home. It's really nice. It's all natural.
Oh, excellent.
Hands nice and soft.
But does it get you drunk?
It doesn't get you drunk, but it gives you that nice beer aroma.
Yeah, I mean, if you
For the enthusiasts.
if you're going on vacation and you're not going to be at your favorite bar, make sure that you bring along a bar of your favorite beer soap so you can feel right at home.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it's all about. Definitely.
Made in Maine. Gotta love it.
Definitely.
Anything that's made in Maine is A-okay with me. That's
That-
really what it's about.
Amen to that. I want to know how long it takes to make beer soap. In the sense
it's
of
no
brewing
longer
takes a
than
while,
a real. Well, but they're
Still
probably
won't be.
not making it with the actual beer.
Right. No, of course.
You know,
I
they're
wouldn't
taking the
assume
flavor palette and they're boiling that down
Right.
to essentials. I mean, they might just be going to Whole Foods and buying essential oils and mixing it all together. We don't know.
Actual beer.
Really?
I think so.
Made with Maine beer.
Made with
That's
Maine
why
beer.
I'm
That's
wondering how long
yeah.
it's going to take
Yeah.
because if you make it with the beer, how exactly? Like, I would love to know the process of
Well,
that.
I would hope in that case that they would be taking beer that is almost ready, like almost skunked. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, this beer we got to throw it away. Hey, I have an idea. Let's make soap out of it. You know? That's
Right.
No waste. Let's reduce, reuse, recycle. That's what they said in the 80s. That's the motto I grew up with. And I don't care what people are saying now. I'm sticking to that one.
I like it.
That's a good philosophy.
Not bad.
And there she is. What's going on, Lynn?
How much? Trying some beer.
Yeah, have you tried the Ricker Hill maple cider? Go get it before it runs out because it's
Fantastic.
fucking
I'm
amazing.
very slowly sipping on mine because I want to savor it. It lasts so long.
Yeah. I'm a beer enthusiast. Sell me your wares.
Alright, so Brew Teas is a high quality screw printing company. We do craft beer original and along with vintage beer label teas, and we work with a number of breweries across the US and internationally.
How many international accounts do you have?
About 10, I think. We were part of the festival that the Shelton Brothers put on every year. And that's how we made most of our connections.
Nice. Excellent. So, again, I said it before and I'll say it again, beer enthusiasts. For your beer enthusiasm needs, if you need wares, Brew Teas. Find them on Facebook at
Brew Teas.
no apostrophe, just Brew Teas on Facebook.
Or brewteas.com.
And what are you on Twitter?
Brew Teas as well.
Just at Brew Teas. See, the sign of a good company is a company that doesn't need to add numbers or like crazy things to their name, and they're just like, no, we're us because nobody else is.
Exactly.
Brew Teas.
Unique and original. Love it.
I mean, that's essentially what I strive for in my name. That's why I'm the Mick Mick. Because, you know, you're never going to find another Mick Mick. I'm the only one. What sales do you have going on?
Smoked beer.
Most of our shirts are 21. We've reduced some of the premium items just for the event. You can enter to win a subscription or a T-shirt of the month club. And
Tell me more about the T-shirt of the month club.
it's a really good deal. Every month you get an original, never before printed T-shirt delivered to your door. You can get a 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month subscription for a flat fee.
That's pretty amazing, especially if you're like, man, I wish I had more Brew Teas in my life.
And you don't have to worry about picking which ones. We'll just send you an awesome one every month.
That sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. So sign up for the monthly, and you can do that through Facebook, or just go right to the website would be the best way to do it probably, yeah. But still, you can get there through Facebook if you're lazy. But awesome, ladies, thank you.
I am Joan Anderson, and this is my husband, Mike Anderson. We're the owners, and he's the brewer at Penobscot Bay Brewing.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mike McKean.
Nice to meet you, too.
This is Andy Damon and
Hi,
Kyle
Andrew.
Goose.
Yeah.
And we're just going around, just sampling the beers of today and trying to let all the folks sitting at home what they're missing by not going out to their local brew pub.
They are missing it.
Yeah.
It's too bad. There's
So-
a lot of great beers here.
So what do we have here today from you guys?
Our VIP one is a Hefeweizen wheat beer, so it's a good way to start.
Yep.
We have a nice blonde ale. We have a rye IPA, and then we have a stout. So we go from light to dark. And you can just stay here and do 4 in a row.
Well, I would love to start. Let's start with the VIP. Start at the top, as they say.
Yep. There you go. Nice little lemon meringue on the top there. Unfiltered.
So tell me a little bit more about this beer. What am I drinking here?
It's a very traditional German wheat beer. It has to have at least 45% wheat. This has got actually 55% wheat and a little bit of lager malt in it. It's a Munich yeast, so it gives you a little background of lemon. Some people taste clove. in it, or sometimes you smell banana. But it's a very traditional German wheat beer. You get that nice white lemon meringue sort of head on it, and it's a super summer beer. It's one of the best beers going for summer. It's lighter, it's refreshing. This is unfiltered, so you can see it's a little cloudy, and it will settle with time. And so even on our bottles that we bottle it, we tell you, pour a little out, shake the bottle up, because you want that suspended yeast. That's where all that flavor comes from. Just a really neat beer. One of the things that we do at the wine or at the brewery, I have both. I have a winery and a brewery.
Oh, awesome.
So one of the things we do, we treat our water. So when I make Wig Street Blonde, I know what the water is in London, and I know what the water is in Winterport, and you can change the Winterport water to make it into London. So we make London water. When we do Scottish Ale, we make water from Edinburgh. And we make all these changes, but when we do the wheat beer, we leave it alone because the water in Winterport, Maine is almost identical to Munich, Germany.
Wow.
It is so close, it's unbelievable. So, you're making a 217-gallon batch, 7 barrels, and you think a teaspoon of salt is going to make a difference? If it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
It's too funny.
That is awesome and impressive that you guys go through that much effort, because that's probably something that a lot of people don't do.
Well, sure. I mean, you look for good water, and it's got to be clean. You got to get the chlorine out of it if you're on a public system.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, we tweak our water because I truly believe it makes a difference. Scottish beers taste a certain way for a certain reason.
Yeah.
I mean, barley's barley. You can use the same yeasts. What's different? It's got to be the water.
Yeah.
It's the other ingredient. So it's pretty cool.
Well, this is delicious. This is the
Meadow Road wheat. Yeah.
If I try to say
Oh, sure.
Jump in like that.
Well,
Thank
here.
you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forget you.
I'm driving back in a couple hours, and I'm trying not to get too drunk. But
okay, I'll drink both.
that's okay.
I'm not driving.
So what do we have over here?
With the Half Moon Stout.
The Half Moon Stout. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, our Half Moon Stout is a very drinkable, I like to call them quaffable beers. We bottle in a 22 ounce, and I want you to be able to drink the whole thing.
Yep.
So we run middle of the road for alcohol, but I want you to be able to sit down and enjoy it. I don't want you to open that beer up and to drink a glass and go, all right, enough of that. I want you to come back. Our stout is based off of a very old English porter recipe. And in the description, it tells you that this beer is brave or big or stout. And so we did change the recipe just a little bit to darken it up some. But it's not a real super heavy stout, but it's got a good grain bill in it. It's got good structure to it, and it's been home run for us since we started it. Good beer.
How do you like it?
Yeah.
The stout that we tried earlier is more of a stout that I prefer because I am a stout drinker. So it was a little bit thicker, a little bit more of the dark taste of the chocolate and coffee. This one just has the chocolate flavor in it, so you have a little bit of the hint of chocolate. Definitely a very drinkable beer, and wonderful for first-time stout drinkers because it is like porter.
Nice. Give me a taste.
Excellent. I love it.
That's why I'm like, yeah.
I also want to point out.
Yeah, definitely.
Some people say it smells like bananas when you drink this, but as soon as I brought it to my nose, it can smell like that lemon meringue.
Oh, wow.
That flavor from this right out of the
That
gate.
chocolate
Yeah, it definitely comes through.
that's delicious.
It's good drinkable beer.
Yeah.
There's a little more roasted barley in that than the chocolate
Yeah.
So it leans towards the coffee side of things.
Yeah, it kind of had that.
For a while, we were taking that, and we would give 5 gallons of it to Stone Fox Farm Creamery, and they would boil it down to about a half a gallon, and then they were dumping that into their vanilla ice cream as base, and we were making stout ice cream.
I heard actually
Oh, it was just great. I mean, and it's sort of sad because it went crazy and peaked, and it just sort of fell off to the point it wasn't really worth making.
Yeah.
But it was super.
I never knew that it was you guys who made that because I've had that before, and I was like, this is fantastic, and I didn't
People
realize
tasted
that.
it, and they were going, "Oh, this tastes like coffee ice cream." I said, "No, it's actually stout."
Stout, right?
And they're going, "No." I says, "Yeah, it's beer ice cream, It's too funny."
Real beer ice cream.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have a business card or something? I would love to get in touch with you guys and come and visit.
I don't have a card with me, but
Hey, that
I've got
works.
the flyer.
That works
Thank you
very well.
It's,
But expect to hear from me. We'd love to swing by, and it'll mostly be like I'm the quote unquote the host, and I like to have different people with me every time to give people a balanced perspective. And I'm a whiskey drinker, so that's why I find my perspective on beer might be interesting to other people, because there's a lot of people who are more like, well, all these microbrews are around, but I classically drink whiskey or some type of alcohol, so it's not really my flavor palette. So that's kind of my background, but I like to have people who are heavy beer drinkers with me so they can really talk about the beer and all that kind of stuff. Exactly.
We'll get you some learning.
Yeah, exactly. And then,
He's still working on his learner's permit.
yeah, exactly. I got my training wheels on, and I'm just having a grand old time in the sun. You know what I mean?
With these guys in the car and you'd be on your...
But so I'd love to get in touch with you guys and maybe come and visit you.
Oh, sure.
So we'll get in touch.
If you call and give us some
Yep.
dates, we
Yeah.
can probably tell you days that we're going to brew. And then
Yeah,
come up and do brew with us.
that would be a
Oh,
lot
that'd be
of
a hoot
fun.
and a half.
Absolutely. That is for sure an excellent idea, and I will take you up on that.
Love to do it.
Excellent. All right.
Thank you much. You folks have a wonderful day. Are you the man in charge? He's the man in charge. Oh, so you're the man in charge of the man in charge.
No. Actually, she's the woman in charge.
Oh, there we go. Hey.
Camera man needs to light it up.
All right. I'm doubled up on the sunglasses here.
Your future is extra so bright.
So it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm Mike McKean, Tiger Funk Media, Tiger Funk Productions.
Oh yeah.
So we're just doing this Brew Busters podcast here and
Right
getting
on.
to know some of the brewers in the area. And so what do we have going on here for beer?
Well, we are Gager Brothers Brewing Company. We are out of Bangor, so this is our hometown festival. We're doing it up. We're having some fun with our luau party. We're just kind of playing, but we got 6 beers going. We've got our Pils, which is a traditional German-style Pils. We've got our Session IPA, 3.6 IPA, that's just super hoppy and beautiful. We've got our GBB Saison, which is on the Belgian side of Saison. It's a little earthy, a little funky, kind of fun there. We've got our Wake Up Wheat, which is an unfiltered coffee vanilla stout. We're pouring with nitro. We brought nitro. We're pouring a nitro beer because why not, right? And then we've got our black IPA, which I'm not gonna lie, has been my girlfriend lately. My wife knows, so it's cool. Super hoppy. A little bit of Amarillo punches through everything with a nice malt profile and some roasted malts in there. But we use wheat roast instead of barley roast, so it's not as astringent. It's nice. And then our double IPA is an 8.5%. Ella at the end, but it's a 7 hop blend. It's pretty rad. It's gonna take you to a good place at 8.5.
Cool.
Yeah, right on.
Well, just because it definitely had my ears perked the most, let's try the Wake Up Wheat. Yeah. Guy knows his stuff, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So how long's he been doing this?
Andy's been at this for professionally for about 5 years now. We brewed a lot of beer working up to it years before that. And I think...
Cascade up. It's going to take a second before a great head down there.
Cool.
What do you want, dude?
Yeah, try to do that. Oh, no, this is the Wake Up Wheat.
I'm gonna try the black eye.
Black IPA, of course. So it started out as kind of a hobby, or did you guys always have the intention to?
Yeah, it's a long story, but basically we started in the restaurant business in 1975.
Nice.
And Andy went away. He taught school. He was a high school science teacher for a number of years. Then went into the ministry. He got a master's degree at Bangor Theological Seminary, and he went into the ministry. And then probably 5 years ago, he came back into the business. At the time, brewing beer was just something we had kind of talked about. But when he came on board, he really got the fire going, got us fired up about it. We added a small brew house on the side of the restaurant, and that went over extremely well. And then last year we went over to brewer. We leased the space, brought in a much larger system, and the rest, as they say, is history.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So that's the story. But, yeah.
Well, that is a pretty awesome story, I'd have to say. A very, you like people that have background, you know what I mean? Not just like, well, I've been doing this, and then so I said I'll do it some more, because that's kind of, dull. But that's very interesting. That's awesome.
Right now we're statewide distribution. So you can
Nice.
find out here virtually anywhere in the state.
How are you guys planning on breaking south anytime soon? Back and maybe into the rest of New England?
Not anytime soon. There's a lot to it. It was a big learning curve. And
Oh, yeah.
We actually started with the Bangor market. We didn't leave out of the Bangor market for, I think it was 6 or 8 months before we felt comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different language. There's vocabulary that I'd never heard. You sit in a meeting and go, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What does that mean? And so we learned as we went. Again, Andy took the lead. But the next transition was a lot easier, moving into the next 2 markets, and then finally in the Portland market.
Yeah.
And we actually, right now, we're not able to make it fast enough, which is a great place to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future may hold. That may slow down, but we're pretty confident that we can.
Being that Maine just got rated #1 in the U.S. for microbrews, I don't think it's slowing
We're
down.
pretty excited. And the other thing that I didn't see, the benefit that I didn't see, is the impact it had on the restaurant. It brought sales up tremendously. Just that exposure, and I don't know why I wasn't looking at that.
Yeah.
I was looking at how can we make this beer and sell enough of it.
Yeah.
Well, now it's more look what it's done for the restaurant and for the pub. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's really been a very positive match.
Well, hey, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Stopping by, enjoy your beer.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
So, what do we got? Oh, that's fine.
Done. But we have that.
Yeah, we got this going. So,
Excellent. I'm gonna try this sing-song.
Yeah.
Maybe it has that.
so this is I think it's phenomenal. It is really good.
Yeah.
The black IPA.
Black IPA.
Yeah.
It's earthy, good.
Yeah.
Definitely an IPA. Definitely earthy.
It's the Wake Up Wheat is definitely have that. It has that like stout
That coffee almost flavor.
and that coffee, like
Great. I'll try a little bit of that. Do you mind if I try the double ale?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's really good, right? Not being an IPA guy.
Get a second sample.
Do it, dude. So give us a little bit of history on this.
Which one is this? Oh God, you're drinking the Wake Up Wheat. That was oh, thank you. So we wanted to make a beer that was a darker beer that was gonna drink light and be a summertime dark beer. And we formulated this with the coffee, the Sumatra coffee, and the vanilla bean. Finishes like a nice kind of iced coffee. It's pretty rad. Yeah, we love it. We love it.
Record us real quick. I have something I was just I was just discussing with the gentleman here. That is sure. I was just discussing with the gentleman here. Again, what's your name, sir?
My name's Larry. Larry.
Andrew, nice to meet you. Larry David, beautiful.
Gagan.
So, Gagan. I was like, David. I was like, get out of here. So I was just discussing with you the fact that about a month or 2 back, I had tried a Smiling Irish Bastard Ale because I was in a gas station. I saw the label. It had this police officer image on it, which is very interesting to me. And I was telling you how I tried that, loved it. Ever since then, that's pretty much what I pick up. And there's an interesting backstory to that, is there not?
Yeah. The guy on the label is actually my uncle Bernie. He was a Bangor cop back in the 50s and 60s. And, it's just one of those images that just Smiling Irish Bastard. I mean, if you look at the label, that's about as much as he ever smiled.
Which is perfect for that. It's perfect for that image. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we like to tie it in. Anytime there's a beer that we know we're going to be putting on the market, we like to tie a story, bring it back to the Bangor roots, that type of thing. We've had a lot of fun with it.
Excellent. I love that. The local feel, it's great. You got to try one. It's fantastic stuff. Thank you so
very much. Yeah, thank you.
Marvelous.